How's it going, guys? Welcome to the TwoPennyGames Piggy Bank, your favorite casual gaming podcast with your casual gaming buds. My name is Phil. I'm here as your host for the show that we record live every Monday afternoon over here on twitch.tv/2pennygames. And if you can't catch us live, you can catch us every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Central over on youtube.com/@2pennygames. But I'm not alone here. I'm here with my best buds that we all like to talk about games together. One of them being Mr. Connor Elliott.
I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best. Everyone heard it here. I'm one of the best.
Yeah,
I'm one of the best.
The table from you, my best man at my wedding, one of my best friends in the world, Tavin Bothel.
What's poppin', player? Connor, you are of the three here, you're top three. For sure.
Top
three.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily top three.
I'll take it.
He'll take it. He'll take it, ladies and gentlemen.
So, according to Tavin, whenever someone talks about big three,
Yeah.
he says there's only one.
Big me.
Yeah.
Big me. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So always remember that. No matter what praise he gives you, he's always thinking about Kendrick Lamar and having sex with him every time.
Whoa!
Mhm.
Whoa!
Hey, I didn't.
Whoa!
Tavin's not denying it. He's not denying it.
I know.
Just a wild leap in logic. I have no idea where that came from. Just the most absolute, unhinged thing you could say.
It's not out of nowhere.
Even though, is he still just engaged or is he married yet?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Okay. Well,
Nobody. You sure about that?
Nobody knows.
you better get going on that, Tavin. If you want to make that dream come true, you know.
No.
Talk about him all
He's
the time.
cheated before.
All right. How would you know
Jesus.
that, huh?
Oh my
I mean,
god!
everyone knows that. Everyone familiar with the
Common
Drake and
knowledge.
Kendrick beef
Common knowledge.
of 2024.
Yeah.
I think
Or,
Tavin.
just the Mr. Morale album.
I think Tavin knows a little bit more intimately.
There's a couple white women who knew prior to that album also.
A couple of white,
Sure.
just random white women out there.
Well, the ones he fucked.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they had sex with him and they didn't know that it was Kendrick Lamar?
That'd be funny.
That'd be weird. Why would they not know?
Maybe they just wanted to
Because
have
what if
sex
they
with
just
him.
didn't know? They
Pretty
just
sure he
thought, they just
pulled
thought
the-
he was attractive.
Pretty sure he pulled them from the crowd.
Probably the easiest way to go about it.
Oh, so easy. Bring them backstage. They're just so enamored with what's happening. They can't believe it. Suddenly their pants are off.
Even an ugly one would still be like an ugly, like if Kendrick Lamar was really ugly. I'm not talking about the guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
No,
a lifestyle.
famous, rich. Yeah.
Get it?
He's actually a pretty good looking dude. Not trying to glaze
Kendrick's
Kendrick
good
Lamar
looking.
here.
Yeah.
Any more than we already do every so often on this podcast, because me and you like to talk about Kendrick sometimes.
He's the GOAT.
Maybe you're gonna get picked out of the crowd next time, Phil.
Oh, me and Tavin will get picked out of the crowd.
He just wants to talk to you backstage. He's gonna have sex with you.
Anyway,
I
of
might
course,
do it.
we like to talk about video games here on this casual gaming podcast. We talk about what we've been playing, our weekend games, what we're excited to see coming out. A few weeks ago, we did our 2025 Fantasy Critic Draft. It's been a few weeks since that, but those are always really fun to record. And those types of I've said it before, but I'm so into listening people name off lists and drafting games and adding to their lists of games. It's just so that it tickles something in my brain. I love that because that's also one of the reasons I love building teams in fantasy football. When football season is around and and it's time for fantasy, I'll do so many mock drafts and put together however many different random teams. And it's just such a good time. Speaking of football season, fucking shout out to the Super Bowl that nobody wanted. Anyway, enough about that.
Can't hear you.
I got a buddy at work who's a big Eagles guy, and he's excited for his supposed lick back.
Well,
Back.
I mean, as long
Eagles
as
lost
Kansas
to
City
the
doesn't,
Chiefs a few years.
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, I think they've lost to them a couple times in the Super Bowl.
As far as I know, they've only been in the Super Bowl 3 times. Won one, lost one, and then now this one. As far as I know, I could be wrong.
I could be wrong too. I might actually just be dead wrong. But anyway, I would rather the Eagles win than Kansas City because they're annoying and they have the most inflated record in the NFL. Anyway, enough hater talk. Let's
Everybody
talk
hates
about
number one.
let's talk about
Yeah,
what
why
we've
not?
been playing. You guys haven't been doing anything recently? We're still working on that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for the Game Club.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've had time to play. Is Snake Eater. I have not had that much time to play this week just because I've been readapting to life and doing a couple of other things outside of games and stuff. So yeah, I've pretty much just had time to play Snake Eater, which we are recording our review for it. If you're watching live, that review is going to be recorded next week. If you're watching later on YouTube and podcast services, that will be recorded this next upcoming Monday. So make sure you tune in for that. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater review. Very excited to see what everybody thinks about it. Me and Connor, getting close to the end. Connor's probably got one good play session left. I've got 2, maybe 3, just depending if I don't have the time like I want to. I've got 2 or 3 play sessions left. Phil, you got some work to do.
Yeah. I'm like maybe like 10, 15% of the way in, something like that.
It wraps up pretty quick.
Oh, it
But, like,
doesn't.
it's but I mean, it's all stuff I've done before. So
Sure.
like, it's not like new to me like it was Connor.
It was new to me.
You know.
I played this before.
Oh, you'd had? I thought
Oh,
this
yeah,
was your
years
first
ago.
time.
Yes, in fact,
Okay.
well, speaking, maybe talk about it during the review, but I even surprised Tavin. Not often you can do that.
He did.
in Metal
He
Gear Solid
did.
3.
He did. Yeah, he showed me something. He did a thing, and I was like in the back of my mind, like, yeah, sure. I probably knew you could do that, but why would you? And then I watched him do it, and I went, "You're fucking an idiot." But it worked, so go ahead.
Pretty efficiently,
Does it harken back to that hype episode of Metal Gear Solid 2 where I went back and hid on the little
No,
rack
that's
that you're
like
naked
fun.
on?
That's like fun. Like, oh my god, I can't believe they like programmed that in at all. This is more of a thing of like, why would you do that? That is stupid. That is the worst way you could have gone about it.
That's not true. It literally bypasses an entire aspect of that boss's like thing. It circumvents it.
Yeah, but it's so much
Speaking-
faster to shoot.
But
I was gonna say, speaking of hype, that is the last time that I played Snake Eater was on our Have You Ever Played streams that we used to do over on Twitch back in the day. So it's also been several years for me, Connor, because I think I did that back in 2021 or something like that.
good to get a nice fresh take on it, especially when we're putting it in the context of the list. Where will it go? I don't know.
Find out.
4 years later.
Monday.
4 years later. Tuesday for you guys. Monday for us.
No,
Unless you
I mean,
stream.
doesn't
Unless
it-
you watch the stream.
Don't you usually put it out the day of, or?
Yeah, I usually upload it pretty immediately.
Oh.
So late Monday night, but Monday.
God, don't you just look like an idiot now, Connor?
I do. And I
Don't you
the
just
annoying
look like
part
a
is I should have known that.
You look like a right fool.
Yeah, I'm a fool sometimes. Yep.
But myself, I've been playing not only Snake Eater. I haven't had that much time to play games. Times I've been off, I've been spending time with my wife. You know, there's the obligatory mention of how I'm
There it
married
goes again.
for the podcast yet again.
My wife.
But yeah, you know, we've been just watching movies, playing games. We've been playing some board games. You guys know I'm a big Monopoly fan. So I got a little we went to Target the other day, and there was this little expansion because you know, like there's the house rule where all your like taxes and stuff goes into free parking. They
Sure.
made an
Yeah.
an expansion for Monopoly that's like an extra big free parking, and it's like a faster version of Monopoly to where literally everything you pay goes into free parking, and there's like a little spinner wheel that you do, and it's like a whole new thing, and it's kind of interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's a newer, like kind of fun way to play Monopoly. You know, there's a few like other house rules that we use for other game boards and stuff. Like there's some fun stuff we do for a couple of my Pokemon boards. There's like almost like a battling mechanic where like if you roll double sixes, you can do like a roll off and like steal the other person's property if you roll higher than them, and it's like a whole fun thing. Nice to put a spin on a game that's been around for, I don't know, 100 years, like long time. Monopoly's been out.
Jerking it off, huh? Is that amazing, huh?
What is with you? Why you always gotta hate on people who like things? What is with this?
Just-
What is it?
I-
It's
just
gotta
because I collect
root back
Monopoly.
to some kind of insecurity or something.
No.
Just because sitting here because you know the things that you like most people don't like because they're fucking lame and nerdy.
I don't even. That's true.
I have a running joke with
Nerdy,
here,
yeah.
Phil, with Connor, where like, yeah, sure, you know, you have a lot, like you have a life and you've done things or whatever, but God, you act like a virgin. God, everything you say and do is just virgin energy, and I'm like sitting here, I'm like, God damn, Connor, nobody fucking cares about that.
It's actually very intellectual because I didn't get to finish my criticism of why his obsession with Monopoly is bad. Because it advocates for an anarcho-capitalist society,
Indeed.
where one is based entirely off of money
Uh-huh.
and in circumventing not only laws, but your fellow man as well.
Indeed.
And people who play it as much as they do are inherently immoral. Or if they're not immoral already, they're going to become immoral through constant contact through a corrupting force like Monopoly. There's a reason why they call it Monopoly, and also call monopolies the things that are bad.
Connor, by that same logic, you're a bad person for playing Helldivers.
The difference is that that's very tongue-in-cheek. It knows it's being funny.
Monopoly. That's the difference.
Monopoly revels in the fact that it was it was created during a time when people's economic sustainability was in the shitter. It was during the Great Depression when it was made. So at the end of the day,
it taught people how to, pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
It didn't, though. FDR did that. All it did, once again, was perpetuate the idea.
FDR did not. He was in a chair.
He was in a chair, a wheelchair, but he was still able to do things in the wheelchair. It was pretty amazing.
Quick, Connor, that rant about monopoly and about capitalism, that really reminds me of a movie that movie that came out last year called Heretic, where there's a scene where Hugh Grant, who's the antagonist of that movie, he kind of has this whole rant about he equates Monopoly and the board game that it kind of stole its idea from. That not many people know that it actually stole from another board game. I can't remember the name of that board game off the top of my head, but they equate that to the Bible. And it's a movie called Heretic. I think you would really like it, Connor. I don't know how Tavin would feel about it, but I recommend checking it out. Heretic. It was very, very good.
Last night, me and Connor, we sat down and we watched The Prestige.
My first time watching it.
It was his first time watching it. It was my second time
I still haven't seen it.
I watched it a few years ago, like pandemic era timing, when I had a bunch of time to watch movies all willy-nilly.
Sure.
And I remember being like, it's good, but it thinks it's smarter than it is, and I wasn't a big fan of it. Liked it much more the second time around, and I even realized that there's a character who's straight the whole gimmick of the movie, I guess you could say, is that it's just because the movie is about two. It's a rivalry between two magicians.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's a trick or whatever, sleight of hand, all these things. And once you know the trick, once you know the sleight of hand, it ruins the effect of the magic and all, because it's oh well, yeah, of course, that's super simple. It's not, it's barely clever, this, that, and the third. And so the movie kind of plays out that way, where the movie reveals its twist, its trick by the end of it, and you go, all right, well, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And then I realized that was me. And then so on reviewing, I went, oh, it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie to watch. It's a lot of fun.
All right, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
That's a movie that's been on my to watch list.
Yeah, it went up in my Nolan ranking. It went up.
Nice.
Which, to go back to Heretic, that was a good movie, though. I was the twist good? Because obviously it was setting up the unveiling of what exactly the whole idea of the villain is. Because I saw the trailers and I wanted to watch it.
So there's a few twists in it that I think are varying degrees of fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think overall, I think I can't remember what I gave that movie on Letterboxd, but I think I would stand by it. Probably a 3.5 out of 5, if I remember correctly.
I also took my girlfriend to see Nosferatu. And for those who don't know, my girlfriend is quite religious, and so that was a mistake to take her to that movie. It's
if you had told me that beforehand, I would have probably recommended not doing that.
Well, initially I wanted to go see One of Them Days with Keke Palmer and SZA. I wanted to go see that, but she had already seen it, and I was like, well, damn, I wanted to see that. And I was like, well, and she was willing to go see it again, which I would assume means it's a fun movie.
Mm-hmm. It's got great reviews.
Yeah, so I should have just taken her up on that, because I wanted to see One of Them Days more than I wanted to see Nosferatu anyway. But I was like, well, we hadn't seen this one. Neither of us had seen this one, so let's go and have this experience in the theater together. I had seen a trailer, but I don't really remember any of it. So I was like, hey, I've seen The Lighthouse, and I was like, hey, this director, pretty twisted guy. Pretty sicko in the mind, there's probably gonna be some dark, twisted shit in this movie. She was like, all right, it'll be fine, whatever. And so we watched it, and her religious background very much conflicts with what happens in that movie. So it's we left that movie and I went, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
That movie's fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Well made, in my personal opinion. Well made, lovely piece of art. I love that Robert Eggers is out here doing what he does. Just not for me. Just not
It's
for
up
me.
for it's up for a couple Academy Awards, which I hope it wins.
It should be. Yeah. It's probably like some cinematography or lighting, makeup, some type of shit like that. Oh my god, so good, so good.
I hope instead Emilia Perez wins.
What?
People are so mad about all the nominations that movie's got.
It's a movie that is from everything I've seen as well, isn't that good of a movie, and yet it's in the industry been praised over and over and over again. Some people are kind of criticizing it, saying that the only reason the film's being put up that way is because it's about the subject is about transgenderism, and it's like a whole pat on the back from the Oscar people, which is why it's being nominated as much. At least that's the criticisms.
Do you remember last year with Killers of the Flower Moon with Lily Gladstone and how like people were making a big deal because she was the first Native actress to be nominated for an Academy Award. But like everyone was like, "Oh man, she's a shoo-in." Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah.
So Lily Gladstone, she like carried that movie, in my opinion, at least. And she somehow lost the Best Supporting Actress because, I mean, sure, some people might say there's some kind of agenda going on. I don't know. I have no horse in the race. I think she should have won, sure. But people are saying that they're equating that from last year to this with the actress that is the lead in Emilia Perez because she's the first openly transgender actress to be up for an Academy Award.
Wasn't the main character Selena Gomez? Played by Selena Gomez?
No, she's a supporting
okay.
role.
He was the one I kept
to
seeing.
my knowledge.
Who won the supporting?
I'm pretty sure the
actress
lead
last
is Emma Stone for Poor Things.
Okay.
Amazing performance.
Okay.
Which I never saw. I heard it was amazing, but even Emma Stone was surprised that she won. She thought Lily Gladstone was going to win.
As somebody who's watched both those movies, Emma Stone gave the better performance.
Okay.
I love Killers of the Flower Moon. That's a movie that got shafted overall. I just think it's a movie that all across the board is the same level of consistency in terms of quality, which is great. But in terms of, I guess since we're getting into Oscar talk here a second, yeah, that you could still see it as a snub though. I could see that because Lily Gladstone did do an amazing performance, but it doesn't seem to be the same way as this one where I've yet to see many people talk about how good it is, and everything I've seen. Usually when there's a movie that comes out that I don't see and clips get shared online, I usually judge it sometimes based off that, and I'd be like, oh, that looks interesting. I want to watch that. With the Emilia Perez clips, only one of them made me want to watch it, but it was like this is being considered a masterpiece of a movie. This doesn't seem like it's a good scene at all, and this is the main thing I keep seeing. It's
almost certainly like whenever I had you guys know I'm a big Letterboxd head now starting last year. When I first saw all the nominees and I saw Emilia Perez there, I was like, oh, I've never even heard of this. So I looked it up on Letterboxd. It's almost certainly being bombed because people are pissed about it being nominated so much. Right now, it's a 2.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Probably not. Well, it could be. I have no clue.
I think it's almost certainly being bombed. I haven't seen the movie myself, so I have no way of telling whether it's good or not. But my thing is, I would be very happy if Dune Part 2 ends up winning Best Picture. It's not going to happen. But that was my movie of last year.
What's it gonna be?
I think it's gonna be The Brutalist, which is that new movie that it's only just now hitting like U.S. theaters. It's a very, very long movie. It's almost 4 hours long. It's got Adrian Brody in it. He
got
criticized.
I can't remember
the director. Who's the director?
I don't know who the director is.
All I know is
the last like Oscar snub that I can remember is when
Brady Corbett.
Never heard of it.
The last one that I remember and it being like kind of like a talkable, like a talking point is when Jamie Lee Curtis won for Everything Everywhere All at Once, which personally I believe is like one of the best movies ever made and absolutely deserves all the awards that it did get. But if that award was going to go to someone in that movie, it should not have been Jamie Lee Curtis. It should have been probably the daughter character.
The daughter, yeah. which I don't remember. I mean, it's been a few years now. I don't remember if she was even nominated, the daughter, for that. For
I think she was.
that.
I don't think
Was she?
so.
I think she was. I don't know.
All
That movie got
anyway.
nominated out the ass.
All that matters is that the Oscars doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
Especially because I was hearing, because you mentioned The Brutalist. Apparently, the people who were voting on the movies and were voting for that one hadn't even seen the full movie. I'm talking about its length.
Oh wow!
Which-
What the hell?
Yeah, and also there was the bit.
it is. So it is a long movie. It's 3 hours and 34 minutes long, and there's also a 15-minute intermission. So
Which is cool. I like intermissions. That's a cool thing to bring back.
Movies don't need to be that.
They could,
They don't.
as long as they need to be.
I agree.
As long as they
don't need to be that long.
They don't need to be that.
What they don't need to do is use AI to modify Adrian Brody's voice to be a more proper Hungarian accent, which is what they.
Do they do that?
That's the big criticism. Yeah, it was kind of
wow.
over-exaggerated in terms of people thinking that the entire accent was faked, but it was like certain inflections that he couldn't get properly. They edited with AI, and he's being nominated for Best Actor, which I understand those moments, but it's kind of a bullshit
Is
thing
he?
to then just like, well,
You should lose points in
Yeah.
like the actor category. I don't know how I feel about it. I'd have to think about that one. I've not thought about something like that before. I don't know how I feel about that I mean, if it's just like to like tweak certain things in certain moments, I don't think I'm mad at it. If it was to create the entire accent, then I'd be like, all right, well then what are we doing?
it was not. And that was what it was being like talked about as online, but it was like, oh, it's
yes.
more the specific things that the actor himself could not do. Even still, it's more. I
Because
think
it's also like, it's tricky with movies and editing and so forth, because you're like, oh, well, this take, he nailed it, but we overall don't like this take, like, in terms of, like, the overall movie, flow and, like, the pace of the scene or just the look of the shot here, like, we don't like it. So, like, even though he nailed it vocally here, we're going to use this take where he didn't nail it so much because it's better for the movie. Like, you're still expressing art, and there's still a human being making decisions there. My problem is when the human being is ripped out of it. Like,
Yeah.
and so like, again, like AI as a tool to enhance, I'm kind of for that. But when it starts actually degrading the art or actually like replacing the humanity of the art, that's when I have an issue with it. For this specific example, I don't think that's the video game podcast.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say, for me, it's when it becomes the art itself that I have a problem with AI. Anyway, yeah, enough about movies. One last thing I was going to say, my vote for Best Actor is Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice, because I really, really liked him.
You've
in that
sung the
movie.
praises of that.
A very, very good movie.
Phil-
Anyway,
Phil's a Trump supporter, as we all know. You
You
told
know
that
that
before the
movie's
show.
not a pro-Trump
movie-
movie.
that movie indicts Trump. Like,
I know.
It's a very bad look on him. But I mean, I would
Um,
struggle to find a good look for him.
yeah, right.
Ugly
and
piece
then,
of shit.
Best supporting actor, Jeremy Strong, very much deserves it. Anyway,
British guy.
video game. He's not British. Jeremy Strong.
Oh, shit.
You're thinking of Mark Strong.
Yeah.
Anyway, we like to play mini games here on this show. And a mini game, we like to compete with each other. We're going to start off with Tavin.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, the
Did I
switcheroo.
say that before? Oh,
No, it's
Sorry, I meant-
Connor first.
so we're starting with Connor. My bad. I knew it wasn't me first, so I was like, oh, it's one of these chuckleheads.
I should
Anyway,
write it down. We should
starting
write
off-
it down for him.
I-
For that.
I should be better about writing it down beforehand. I just forgot because we were just having that whole intense conversation. Back to what I was saying, Connor. My apologies. You are going first this week.
Is my game. And my game this week is Guess Who. Pretty simply, I've chosen 3 characters, have 10 descriptions of them without telling them who the character is, and they've got to guess. It's going to be based off after I say the first description, whoever, dings in first is going to be able to guess first. And it's going to keep going down the list until we find out who
Can we
knows.
just honor roll it?
What?
I think
Honor-
we just lock
We
in.
don't really
I'm pretty sure.
we don't really buzz in anymore.
What game do
Just
we
because-
do buzz in for?
I don't know, but we don't
Well-
really do it anymore because of the internet.
Yeah, internet.
The latency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, usually I choose someone to start with, and then we go from there. But now we'll just do it from, who thinks they have an idea first. But
Okay. It's fine with me.
thinking hats on, guys. You got a cap on right now?
Sure.
I have my headphones. I don't have my cap on. My cap's on my little headphone stand. It's cute. It looks like I have like a hat stand.
Well, that's good
Like a hat
enough.
rack.
hat rack, but it doesn't have her hat on. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it holds my headphones when I'm not wearing my headphones.
I used a banana holder when I did have a banana holder. Like,
Get to the
Banana
game.
holder?
Kevin doesn't want to understand. He doesn't want to know
So
what that
confused.
means. But I'll ignore. I'll just go to the game, the person. This character, the first guy or woman, dressed in
guy.
black.
He gave it away.
Dressed in black.
I have
That-
an answer.
Doesn't really narrow it down.
Go on, Phil.
Bloodborne Hunter.
No,
Really more of a brown, that blood.
that's very black.
Very brown. Yeah. First thing that popped in my head, it's not right. Sephiroth.
It is not.
Okay.
This character is stoic.
The Vast from How to Train Your Dragon.
I know what you're talking about. The big
His name
dragon,
is,
right?
His name is Stoic the Vast. He's Hiccup's dad.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well,
Played by Gerard Butler.
that's who does that voice. We thought.
Stoic.
And he's playing him in the live action movie too.
Oh, there's a live action because, yeah.
Yeah, we need that.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer actually looks really good, but you know,
Like How to Train Your Dragon.
I hope the movie's bad.
it's
They already
it's
have
based
a
off of
blueprint for a
fantastic
good one.
movie,
So, like,
a great one.
What you guys said?
Stoic and dressed in black, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It'd be surprising if you guys got it.
you know the criticisms video games get for remakes? I feel that way about movies.
Remake movies?
Yeah, I don't think movies need to be remade.
Depends, I think.
I feel that way more about movies than I do video games.
Yeah.
Video games for me, like, there's so much more that, because it's interactive, there's so much more that goes into it.
Like quality of life wise, for sure.
Yeah,
also.
quality of life, game feel,
visuals,
all that. Like, all that matters so much more. And, like, sure, like, things in movies can be outdated, but, like, you can kind of, it's way easier to meet an old movie halfway than it is to meet an old game halfway.
Yeah.
What was your third hint?
Stoic and dressed
It's
in
stoic.
black.
Oh, we're still on that one. Okay.
Yeah, no
Still
one
on the
says
second
that.
hint. Yeah.
I don't know.
Give me. Ooh, give me Virgil.
No. Virgil wears blue.
Does he? Oh fuck. Okay.
Does,
I
yes.
don't know. I don't watch. I don't play DMC.
I guess
That'll
on that.
change.
I guess on that same note, then give me V.
No. Well, it's a good guess.
That's a good guess.
And now that Tavin
Yeah.
is going to be seen as wrong,
Uh-huh.
clearly, with the third description.
Uh huh.
This character is muscular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. V's a tiny little guy.
Any guy.
Muscular. Stoic.
This is a hard one.
Stoic, chest and black.
The hardest one.
Yeah, you know when you play games, Connor, you're not supposed to start with the hard one.
Let me.
What do you mean? Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
I have to explain to you why you don't start with the hard one.
No, you need to. Yeah, why?
I
Why is
hate
that a
you.
rule?
Shut
Why is that a
up. No,
standard?
you
Why is that a
know.
generic? I understand
I
what
have-
you're saying.
Because it's
I have an answer.
abrasive. It turns people off from what's happening, and also this is a generic ass fucking character of probably some fucking generic bullshit ass game that only you have played and only you like.
I choose characters you would know.
No, you don't.
I do. When have
you
I ever not?
I don't know because
You've
I
done
don't.
it before.
You've
I
done
know
it
that for a
before.
fact, but
You guys don't even know what exactly.
I don't. But I have an answer for this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Blythe from Elden Ring.
No.
I don't have anything.
All right. This character has been in many crossovers and in many different games.
Crossovers.
Crossovers and games, individual games. Popped up a lot.
When you say muscular, do you mean fit, like, and has muscle, or do you mean bulky muscles?
No, like fit and has muscles. Not like, if it was like a
You know,
ridiculous
this guy
kind of
right
way.
here is dressed in purple. Yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I know what you do.
Make sure.
I mean, I wouldn't even really call. I mean, I guess Cloud sometimes is stoic, but like he's kind of a goofball in the original. He says shit like "Let's mosey."
Yeah, but that doesn't happen until he finds himself.
That's most.
I mean, he's dressed in black in the Advent Children movie.
He is. Because
Yes.
he became even edgier. Because of his failure.
mother?
Where's mother?
I don't have anything.
No, huh?
What was the? What was? Sorry, one more hint. What
Has been in
what
many
was the-
crossovers and many
Crossovers.
other games outside of their series.
Gotcha. Give me.
Actually, I do have one.
Give me. I mean, he's not that stoic. I was gonna say Akuma.
No.
Oh, Ganondorf.
Next one is this character wields a sword.
Shocker.
Mhm.
Connor picked someone dressed in black, stoic,
With a
and wields a
sword.
sword.
Yeah. Dressed in black, wields a sword.
Wait a
Stop
minute.
scratching my
Wait a
desk,
minute.
asshole.
That's fucking stupid. No,
Mhm.
that's stupid. That would be-
Say it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Say it. Come on, we're all waiting to be right.
Oh my god. There's no way it's this. There's no way. Darth Vader.
No. Okay, that would have been good.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him muscular.
Why not?
He could be. Can't really tell.
Just things.
Give me. Ooh, give me Geralt.
No. Do I see that guess being reasonable? What?
It's in black?
You can argue, yeah. No. All right. Well, next question. I'll make it easy here, since Tavin became demoralized after I said it was hard. This character.
I became to be clear, I became demoralized when you said just in black. Because that's like
That's the first hint, though. You
that's
got to
such
go from
a
there.
swath
You
of
build it a problem there.
just a bunch of generic who gives a fuck characters.
But am I just doing generic of who gives a fuck characters?
Oh,
You're assuming
it's yet to
that.
be seen. Yet to be seen.
This character is a ninja.
I think I know.
I don't know the
I think I know.
Ninja Gaiden guy.
I do. No, but I know his name. That's exactly what I was thinking too. It's Ryu Hayabusa.
That one.
Yeah, that is the name. I'll give it to both of you. Because that's exactly
That's
who it is.
lame. He doesn't know his name.
You know what? Your attitude, you were always trying, Phil. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Tavin. You get that one, Phil. And Tavin's going to be like,
man.
I don't care. Yeah, you're right.
It was a lame answer.
Lame answer.
Nobody knows this guy.
What are
That
you
is
talking about?
demonstrably untrue.
This is not.
He's not Solid
hold on.
Snake, so
Stop.
I only know him.
Stop. We're not going to put Ryu Hayabusa or whatever the fuck in one of the most
Hayabusa.
well-known video game characters of all time.
He is one
Ninja
of the most
Gaiden as an
well-known.
IP is known. This character is not known. It's
The
just the
IP
Ninja
is
Gaiden guy.
known along with the guy.
No.
He's been in Smash
No.
Bros. He's been in fighting games.
Where is he in Smash Brothers?
He's a
One of the
trophy.
fucking trophies?
trophy.
Yeah, the
He's a
things that
trophy.
nobody cares about.
Hey, everyone knows what they are, though. And this is Brawl. He was back in Brawl when there weren't like
Nobody
1,000
cares
of
about
them.
the fucking trophies.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Guys,
It's
remember,
it's the ninja guy. Oh, it's the girl
Remember
with the
when Gray
sword.
Fox-
Oh, it's fucking
remember when-
Waluigi. Who gives a fuck?
And everyone knows who he
Gray
is.
Fox was a trophy in Melee, remember?
Who?
Gray Fox.
Yeah, it was weird. Another one where it's like, all right, it's a dude with a sword. Cool.
No, you didn't get my call back. Because remember when I was like insistent upon Gray Fox being a trophy in Melee, but he's actually in Brawl?
How would
Yeah,
he be
no,
in
I
Melee?
don't. No, I don't have that callback.
Sorry.
How would he be in Melee if Snake's not in Melee?
Exactly. That was the whole thing, but I was so insistent about it because I was so sure I was so sure that I had seen like the on disc movie that they have on there where they show off the trophies and stuff. But no, he wasn't there.
I put all those trophies in a jar. You know the rest. All right. Next character. Tavin doesn't know. Oh, he'll find out. I'll show it to him by using this guy right here. He'll know. All right. Next character.
It's one of his 8 amiibos.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to be his favorite for much longer, especially after a month goes by, maybe 2. Oh, he'll regret ever having that in the first place.
He's Googling Ryu Hayabusa right now.
No, I'm Googling how many copies of the last Ninja Gaiden game sold. Not even 1 million copies, but, super well known.
Yeah, he's more well known than people play the game.
No.
Everyone
No.
here
The problem-
knows about
the problem
Ryu
is that
If you
Hayabusa.
haven't played the game,
Everybody-
you don't fucking know who that is.
I know who he is. You know who he is. Phil know who he is.
I know him
never
as the
played
Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden guy. He's just the Ninja
That's your
Gaiden
fault.
guy.
You can't remember names for shit. That's why.
It's not based off of the name, Connor.
It's
Nobody
fucking-
talks about
everybody
Ryu
knows the name.
Hayabusa.
You're like, I
fucking
don't know
talks
the name.
about it.
I don't know the name.
It's
So
just the
nobody
Ninja
knows the
Gaiden guy.
name. I know everything. So when I don't know something, that means nobody knows something. Get your head out of your ass. You just don't know him. Shut up.
I promise you, people don't know him.
I guarantee.
Promise you, people don't know him. You know him because you're a fucking
guarantee-
weeby nerd.
I
Phil
never
knows him
played the
because
Ninja
Phil
Gaiden
only
games.
knows useless information and is insistent upon insisting on it. All right,
What'd he
but
do?
I promise you, Ninja Gaiden as an IP is only known as an old ninja IP where you play as a ninja. That's all people know Ninja Gaiden for.
You know what is that?
Outside of that weird. They
His name
know
is
the name of the guy.
His name's Ryu. It's
just
not hard
the
to
Ninja Gaiden
remember.
guy.
It's easy.
Tavin, I think your
He's
flaw
not-
is looking up the sale. No, I'm saying looking up the sales for the last Ninja Gaiden when you should have been looking at like the original and like the series as a whole.
Because at that point, I guess it would have fallen off more. Where it's
Sure,
'cause we didn't have a
because
game for a
people-
long time.
It's been a long time. I think they even
Ninja
said,
Gaiden 1 sold 1.2 million. It's like, okay, so double of 3, which is cool, great. That's still not a lot. This is not the most like popular franchise of all time. He's not represented in a bunch of IP like you say he is. Outside of cool, he's a trophy in Smash Brothers and what has been in a Soul Calibur probably. Great, Soul Calibur,
Yes.
also not the like biggest fighting franchise in the world. So like you are just naming B and
Let me
C
look it
tier
all
level
up.
games. Or B and C tier level representation in a big game. People don't know this guy's name.
Let's see what other crossovers he was in. Tavin's
well, let's
insistent
just
on
go
that.
to the next character before we dive into that.
Just play the game.
Yes. Dynasty Warriors as well, by the way. Ha,
Awesome.
loser.
So fantastic. He's in a Dynasty Warriors game.
Well, next character loves a good fight. Like Tavin.
Tavin loves a good fight. It's true.
Jack, Final Fantasy Origins.
No. Why that? I don't know.
Give me Ryu from Street Fighter.
And Phil gets the second point with Ryu from Street Fighter.
Crap, good that was.
Jesus.
People know Ryu.
People do know Ryu.
People know Ryu.
Very easily. Yeah, that was... I'm guessing you...
I'm gonna give the links to every other series that Ryu Hayabusa has been in. Mario, Tecmo Bowl, Addams Family, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Nestor, Shadow of the Ninja, Dead or Alive, Game Center CX, Halo, Super Swing Golf, Warriors.
Halo.
His armor in Halo 3. As like...
Oh, the ninja
Yeah, the
armor?
Hayabusa
yeah.
armor.
Oh, okay. That's a bit of a stretch, but okay.
Warriors, Koei Tecmo, 3D Dot Game Heroes, Pinball FX,
You're not saying anything that would make me go, oh yeah, Ryu, whatever.
Metroid, Meat Boy, Mighty Number 9, Neo, Dead Cells.
I stand by my point. You're not saying anything that like general populist people would be like, oh yeah, that guy.
I'm just
At
saying,
most,
he has been in many crossovers.
at most, it's the Ninja Gaiden guy. He's in this game. Cool.
The problem is that
the IP is bigger than the name.
you just pointed out... Okay, I never argued that. I said people know him. Not that
People
he's
don't
known
know.
more than the IP.
People don't know.
Just because you can't remember the name doesn't mean jack shit, Tavin. You just don't know the name. That's all.
It's not on me. it's you guys overinflating like y'all always do this niche thing about video games. This is a niche fucking series.
But no one's even really... It's not a niche series. It's more popular than a niche one. But you're taking a character that's not iconic and known by everybody and saying, well, because that's the case, no one will really ever know this guy or know his name. He has
my only
impact.
point of like of all this derives back to Phil, this is bullshit. Like, all right, like cool. Who the fuck who the fuck would know who this guy's name is off the rip outside of you two idiots?
A lot of people. You're not the best at names, Tavin, at video game character names. You've been like, what's that guy's name? Oh, yeah, that guy. And I have to remind you a lot.
Right,
Movies
but that's beside the point because that's like a thing of like I know this person's name and who they should be in this, that, and the third. This is just the Ninja Gaiden guy. I promise you. That's what he's colloquially known as.
If you're saying, well, in the original thing, what I was saying, yeah, the IP is more known than the character, and most people would say, oh, yeah, it's the Ninja Gaiden guy. But that doesn't mean,
I wouldn't,
by extension, nobody knows his actual name.
For the same thing, like Delson Rowe or like Cole McGrath.
Tavin, Ninja Gaiden, and him, Ryu
Like that-
Hayabusa
it's just
are
the
way
infamous
more.
guy.
Like Ryu Hayabusa would never be disregarded as much as those guys you just said are, and most people don't know.
But it's not like a Geralt, a Sephiroth, a fucking
No.
Ganondorf.
I never claimed it was.
fucking-
I never claimed it was.
Right, but I'm saying this guy's not on a level of everybody knows his name.
No one said that.
I promise you.
I didn't say
I
everyone
promise
knows his
you,
name.
there's a very small percentage of people who know. Of course, somebody knows his name, right? I'm not saying. I know I said the words, but I'm not being literal and saying 0% of people know his fucking name. There's
I
Ninja
get it.
Gaiden fans. Yes, they know his fucking name. Of course they do. But they wouldn't fucking, like, the general populace would not be able to identify his name just by looking at him. By looking at him, the general populace, and I'm talking gamers,
Yeah.
the general populace would be, guy from Ninja Gaiden. Much like how Yakuza. People would just be like, oh, it's the Yakuza guy.
Not anymore.
Less so now, just because Yakuza has like entered a stronger
It's
presence in the
exploded.
West.
Yeah, it's
Right.
had a big renaissance. Yeah.
Right, but before then, it just it's the Yakuza guy.
For me, yeah, I would agree with you, Tavin. Yeah, back then. Moving
Third
on,
character.
third character.
Third character.
Great grab at the Ryu.
Thanks.
Yeah. Did you only guess that because it was like, well, the other guy was
Well,
Ryu?
I just was like, kind of like to theme these.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Street Fighter. He said fight. All right.
And that was the only time this was any theme for this one. Because the next person, is very flamboyant.
Oh well, I'm still. I don't know. I don't even care if it fits the character. I have a guess, and it's based off of the last two characters.
Go for it.
Ryu from Shenmue.
I guess he
Random. Teddy, Persona 4.
is Ryu from Shenmue.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That would be so funny.
That would have
Oh
been
my God.
fucking nuts.
I should have thought of that. I should have looked up more characters named Ryu. Then I
Yeah.
guess at that point it become obvious.
I see what he did. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
This character is unliked by many.
Flamboyant and disliked by many.
Homophobic. That's the reason why people don't like him. Oh. He's so good. Not saying he or she.
No, you've never been good.
I always have been. I know I have been. It's the one thing I've been good at on this game.
I wish I knew his name.
That's a tricky. Disliked flamboyant character.
I'm gonna go with the character that I mean, I don't even know if he's really disliked. I'll go with the character that I know the name of rather than not, the name. So I
Now,
have
when
a
you say
guess, but-
flamboyant, you do mean flamboyant, not like just like gay,
No, like,
right? Yeah,
He
like
looks-
they have a flamboyant personality.
yeah.
Okay.
It could be gay, but
Fucking name Anji before or Baker.
yeah.
Gay,
He's
but
flamboyant.
not flamboyant.
You said you
You
had
want me to
someone,
give
Phil?
my guess? I do, yeah.
Yeah, go for it. If you know it.
Give me Tingle from Legend of Zelda.
He got it with that one, didn't he?
I fucking know.
Yeah,
What
he
was
got
he
it with
doing
that
with
one.
this?
Yeah, I never would. I would not have got it.
Did I get
the
it?
character model?
Yeah.
The character model did enter my
Nuh-uh.
brain, but I was like, I don't think
Yes.
that's it. But now, yeah, he got it.
Flamboyant?
No
People don't really like
shit.
him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't like him.
I was literally because I was like, okay, I don't know if people dislike him. So I went with Tingle, but other than that, I was thinking the bad guy from Skyward Sword, the guy that licks his sword or whatever.
You're talking to two people who I don't believe have played Skyward Swords.
I've seen the guy. I know exactly how
Yeah.
he would think that. But yeah, I don't know. What's his name?
I don't know. That's why I said I didn't know his name.
Probably a gay name.
So I went with the character that I knew the name of, and I just happened to be correct. Holy shit!
Yeah, I think you're cheating.
yeah,
there's only
I
really
actually,
explain
have,
it.
I actually have
to his
ESP. I was
notes.
reading your mind
Through the television?
through
I know
my
I said
computer monitor. Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting
Final?
for someone to call me out for that. That was the final.
Oh, that was the final.
That was the final.
Oh,
That was the
Three
third.
for three.
3 for 3. Don't know how you got that last one. Because you did. You wouldn't have guessed Tingle?
Nah.
His name is Tingle.
I was looking for a more anime styled character.
Technically. He is
Teddy was a great graph.
kind of.
Teddy's
Yeah, I know.
great.
They would have worked. They usually would have worked. He was flamboyant.
Teddy's
unliked
great
by
though.
many.
Teddy's great.
Still
Is Teddy
unliked by many.
flamboyant?
Oh yeah.
God, yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's
Okay.
fruity.
Jesus.
Especially when he gets out of the suit.
That's when I think of him.
Yeah.
When I'm just like, Jesus. Yeah, you had a certain kind of. They had a mindset when they made you.
And then I was
Not a
like, Morgana. What's his name? Morgana. I was like, that motherfucker, the cat. I'm like, that's not flamboyant. That's just a.
Teddy's not a suit. He's just a bear.
Play Persona 4.
You're lying to me. You're fucking with me.
We don't have to tell you.
Not me about to Google, is Teddy actually a bear?
He's a bear.
Is he?
Sometimes.
He's not in a suit though.
Persona 4.
He's just a
Yeah,
guy.
I know.
He's just a bear boy.
You're just saying
Anyway.
things at this point, Phil.
Persona 4.
Tavin, move on to your game.
Fantastic. Let's do it. Gentlemen, I've got a pre-order here for you.
Nice.
Boom. So pre-order, what I'm going to do is I've assembled a list of 9 games here, and I'm going to have you gentlemen order those 9 games on how based I've ranked them based off of favorability. It's just how I feel about the games, all right? And so I'm going to give you all 9 games, and then you're going to rank them, and then whoever's closest wins here.
Gotcha. So just based on how you feel about them from like most positive to least positive.
Indeed.
Got it.
Double set my notes here. So, gentlemen, this week's theme is the PS2's big 3 first threes. All right?
Okay.
So, it'll be the original trilogies for the big 3 platform mascots being Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper. For simplicity's sake, Connor, got to do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll know what you mean. You don't have to guess, like Going Commando or Lost Frontier, Precursors, Legacy, that type shit. Just give me 1, 2, 3.
Lost Frontier is the fourth one
Exactly.
for Jak. So that wouldn't even be an option.
Right, but I'm not gonna.
What were the 3 games? The
Just Jak, Ratchet, and Sly. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And whenever you gentlemen are ready, I'll allow you to reveal. And of course, if we for some reason hit a tie, I'll let y'all do it again. It's a tricky one. I've talked about all of these games quite a bit. I've talked about all of these games.
Okay.
Some of these placements may surprise you.
Wait, so we're doing all 9 right now?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how pre-order works. You rank all 9
Indeed.
games based off where you think I have them ranked. You did this last week.
No, I know that, but now I'm like, okay, I don't know these series at all. Like, it goes Ratchet 1, 2, 3, Jak 1, 2, 3,
Sly 1, 2, 3.
Sly 1, 2, 3. Okay.
So like all 9 against each other.
Yeah.
I'm lost on how he was confused. That's fine.
I'm also lost on how.
Yeah, I just misheard something.
Could not be more simple. You know what? Fuck it, Connor. You gotta name the subtitles.
No!
Which one's Band of Thieves and which one's Honor Among Thieves? Go.
It's like, Honor is the second, third? No.
Second, third, fucking fourth. Which one's Thieves in Time, Connor? Which one's Thieves in Time?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the fourth one. Not good.
I was gonna say it's not even 1, 2, 3. I have my list.
Connor, if I were to say to you, size matters, which one would you think that one goes to?
3?
No, which franchise?
No, which franchise?
Oh, Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
I've talked about it on the show before.
Yeah, I know. I just, sometimes he blanks out. I would see him blank out all the time.
Just Connor zones out. He's in his own little world.
I should know what the bottom one is, but I'm
You should know what the bottom one is. That one's pretty obvious.
Absolutely, you should know what the bottom one is.
1 or 2. Which one was it again? I'm just trying to figure out. 1 or 2. Was it 1 or 2? I'm pretty confident it was.
Just tell him the answer. Don't actually, obviously, but
Might be surprised.
ain't no way. Ain't no way. If I'm surprised, like more than like oh, I just misplaced like a couple here and there. If I'm surprised at what the bottom 3 are,
You might be surprised at some of the bottom 3. Might be. Who knows?
I'm trying to remember
I know
if the
what
ratchet
they
you
are.
don't like is included in this.
I know what the bottom 4 are.
Yeah, Ratchet's the only one I'm having.
The bottom 4 are probably games that I don't care for.
Yeah.
Top 5. Yeah, I like all those games.
And I've got the top 5. I think I've got, dude, Tavin, I might have this in exactly the right order.
He might do it. I don't think he does, but he might.
We'll see.
I am very likely not.
I think Phil's going to miss 1. Being, I guess, 2. He's going to have 2 switched.
Yeah, I'll have 2 swapped.
I'm changing 1. Okay. Yeah, and then
How good is Metal Gear?
It's good.
EP to games. Just fucking banger.
Just like all 3 of these series.
that fucking thing you said at the end where you don't really. Yeah. That.
Sorry, just like 2 out of the 3 of these series because I've only played 2 of one of them. So
Sly Trilogy, straight. Well,
yeah, don't say.
don't say how you guys already know how I feel.
All right. Let's go here. I don't think I did good here.
Connor, I'll start with you.
God damn you. Okay. Number 9.
Okay, from the bottom. Start from the bottom.
Jack 2.
You got to list the whole
I
list.
know. But I was waiting for a reaction. If he was 8 Jack 1, 7 Ratchet 3, 6 Jack 3, 5 Sly 1, 4 Ratchet 1, 3 Sly 2, 2 Sly 3, 1 Ratchet 2.
Phil.
My list: number 9, Jack 2. Number 8, Jack and Daxter. Number 7, Jack 3. Number 6, Up Your Arsenal, which is Ratchet 3. Number 5, Sly 1. Number 4, the original Ratchet and Clank. Number 3, Sly 2. Number 2, Going Commando. Number 1, Sly 3.
I'm sorry. Give me the top 5 again, because I was thinking about how you ranked them wrong again.
Sly 1, Ratchet
Or how
and Clank.
you listed the order.
So starting from 5, you said Sly 1, Ratchet and Clank, Sly 2, Going Commando, Sly 3.
Very neck and neck, huh?
There's a definitive winner here. There is a definitive winner here. Phil. Trying to rethink. I'm trying to rethink how he listed these here. So that's all right. So he got 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Definitive winner here, gentlemen. At only 5 points. Phil Shoemaker.
Damn,
Connor, you nailed it exactly.
I nailed it exactly.
Did he really?
The exact list.
God damn.
He nailed
I thought
it.
you were more of a Sly head.
100% he nailed it. Now, unfortunately, Ratchet 2 is just so good that it's just like, all right, well, it's got to be number 1. Doesn't reach the high.
You have Jack 3 above Up Your Arsenal?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take a win where I can get it.
Yeah.
You know.
He's only talked bad about going Arsenal.
Up Your Arsenal's
Up
mid.
Your Arsenal.
Up Your Arsenal.
And he's like, Jack 3's good. That's his. Like,
Jack 3's
It's not
fine.
a bad game.
Fine.
Up Your Arsenal is not bad.
Up Your Arsenal's bad.
No, it's not.
Bad.
You're in the denominating.
I am.
Denominating.
I am, but I think that's because most of this conversation is ruled by nostalgia. You know,
No.
I'm not alone. But anyway, so the list
You're
is
alone in your hatred for Nefarious.
I don't think I am.
You're pretty alone.
I'll find out.
I'm more alone, but I'm not alone. So the list is as follows. Connor, you nailed it, so I'll just reiterate it. Number 9, Jack 2. Number 8, Jack 1. Number 7, Ratchet 3. Number 6, Jack 3. Number 5, and then this is where we start getting some good games, you know. Sly 1, 4, Ratchet 1. 3, Sly 2. 2, Sly 3. 1, Ratchet 2.
I hope.
I just thought you were more of a Sly head, so I thought you because I remember you talking about. I knew for a fact that 3 was going to be above 2 for Sly. I just didn't. I didn't realize that you'd have Ratchet and Clank like that. I thought Ratchet and Clank would be number 2 because I knew like those two were like probably. Obviously, you agree with me that Going Commando is the best Ratchet game, but
Yeah.
I didn't realize you'd have the best Ratchet game above the best Sly game.
Yeah, I think Ratchet 2 gives everything that Ratchet should have. Like, it's got great minigames. I mean, when you talk the racing minigame in 2 is better. The arena is fucking fantastic. Both of them are fucking fantastic. The wild running out into the wildlands and collecting crystals is so much fun. The gameplay is highly improved from Ratchet 1. I think the level designs are better. We still have some platforming in there. It's not completely dead like it is in some of the later games. I think it's got great level designs and so forth. Some of my favorite Ratchet and Clank planets are in Going Commando and so forth. And it's just overall, like, it's a better package than every other game on the list, unfortunately. Now, I like Sly Cooper as a franchise more than Ratchet and Clank, personally. And the older I get and the more I play Sly Cooper, I'm like, yeah, no, this series is awesome. But I just can't deny the highs that are Ratchet 2. Ratchet 2's got great highs, you know? And is much more replayable than Sly Cooper's. You know, it's got a good New Game Plus system going on in there. This is the first time I ever played. First time I ever played a New Game Plus system. The way the weapons level up, it's all fantastic. Sly 3, Sly 2, those can kind of flip and alternate, you know, sometimes a little bit, but I've just always generally liked Sly 3 more. I think it's got a better story. I think it's got better levels, beat for beat, better levels. It is missing some things that I do prefer in Sly 2. But, I mean, Bentley plays better in Sly 3. Murray plays better in Sly 2, funny enough. But that story is better in Sly 3, in my personal opinion. And the mini games are better, and the alternate modes of like co-op and some of the like 1v1 PvP stuff that they got going on in there that I'm going to force you two gentlemen to play with me.
I was just gonna say that the weapon level up system in Ratchet 3 is better than 2. So
no, it's not.
It is.
I'm just interested to find out how
it's just got more. It's not better.
More is better.
It's more and better. It's both.
How am I going to think about Jack when we play those games? Because Tavin talks about them like I talk about Batman Arkham Asylum. So interested, and Phil's like, "This is great."
Jack 1, I don't even think is a terrible game. It's just kind of bland, like in my opinion.
Jack 1 for you, Connor. I don't know how you'll feel. I think you'll be positive on it overall, because you were also positive. It's got less, I think, charm than Banjo-Kazooie, and you liked Banjo-Kazooie, but I like a lot of the. I think you'll like the world of Jak and Daxter better than Banjo.
Well, it sounds more original.
I don't necessarily.
No,
either way. Yeah, and then I think Jak 2 is just like a lot of cool ideas, but just terribly executed.
The only issue that Jak 2 has is the lack of checkpoints. So,
and it has checkpoints. Bad,
but yeah,
it has very few checkpoints.
It's one of those games that like. You just start a mission, and the mission start is your checkpoint system. Sometimes missions go on so long that they put one like halfway, but you know it's just not enough. And then also just the combat is like aggressive and like unforgiving, and we have an After the Hype review where I break down all the problems of Jak 2.
Jak 2, out of like all 9 games, I mean, I guess I haven't played Sly 3. But out of all 9 games on this list, Jak 2 is the most unforgiving.
I can believe that.
Oh, by far. Yeah.
I remember back during when I watched X Play, they did some segment where they were trying to get through a segment of that game, and they described it as like incredibly hard.
The drill platform. It would be the drill platform turret on rail shooter. That's the one that some people think is the game is unbeatable without. What's it called? No clip, but like what it has a different like it's called something else. Where
I
like
don't know
you can essentially no clip through the world. It's called something. It's like the developer like fixing things mode. I forget what it's called. Whatever.
God mode. Right?
Kinda, but like you're able to just like kind of float throughout the world and clip through walls and shit. I can't remember what it's called.
I genuinely
Anyway.
don't remember what he's talking about.
Yeah. I guess I'll find out
there's some
eventually.
you can trigger it in the remaster trilogy if you have 2 controllers.
It's just called dev mode.
Yeah, something like that. But it has a special name. For whatever reason I can't think of it. Anyway, that was good, Tavin. I liked that. I liked that. That was a good idea for ranking those 3 lovable franchises. That the big 3.
Big 3.
Closing us out for this episode, I have my mini game. I have a classic hit 10 for us today. We're going to be talking about the this is a me personal list, a top 10 list of the top 10 in-game shops / vendors.
Okay.
He's doing this for a reason,
All
isn't he?
right. Well, the problem is that there's a lot of like great vendors of games that he hasn't really had that much experience with. So I wonder if they're hitting the list, even though they're like iconic and classic and fucking awesome.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna run down what a hit 10 is. Hit 10 is, of course, where we take a top 10 list from either the internet or one of us, and we assign point values to each entry on the list. Number 10 on the list being worth 1 point. Number 1 on the list being worth 10 points, and everything in between is inversely scored as such. Both of our boys here will get 5 chances to guess the entries on this list, and whoever gets the most points at the end is the winner. They will alternate as such. We're going to go ahead and start with Mr. Tavin Bothel.
This is a hard list.
It is. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard because like what is fun? What is creative? What's good? I don't think it's gonna get me the points I need, but it's like the most iconic vendor of all time. And I think it should be on the list. It should be like a top. I'm gonna say it should be like a top 3 entry, but I'm gonna say the Merchant in Resident Evil 4.
The Resident Evil 4 guy is number 2 on the list.
Hey, I'll take it.
What are you buying?
Buying.
What are you
You're
selling?
buying. That was mine. Well,
I'll
that was
nine
buy
points
it at
to
a
you.
high price.
what other?
Yeah, I love the RE4 guy. Really fun character. I quote that all the fucking time.
Shoot 'em.
Also, yeah, you can shoot
Ooh,
him.
kill
You
'em.
also you can trade in the little blue medals that you shoot. You get like a nice little upgrade to your weapon, or I think it's either, is it an upgrade to your weapon or a discount? I can't remember.
I'm struggling to remember just because I don't know if they're actually a currency in the original game, but they are in the remake. But
I think in the original is what I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure it's like an upgrade to your pistol or
it
something.
probably is. You know what? I think you get like 1 upgrade off of them in the original. But in the remake, it's like expanded. I think.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's number 2 on the list. Good job. Good pull, Tavin. To you.
Where do we
Mr.
go from
Connor
there?
Elliott.
Yeah, Let's. You know what? It's one that I found I was fond of. It's not even gonna be Dells. That the weapon upgrade seller, the weapon seller from Ratchet and Clank.
Oh fuck!
You talking about the Gadgetron vendor?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be number 6 on the list.
Okay.
Oh,
I got
okay.
on there.
It's
Was
going to
that 5
earn you a solid 5 points.
That was
Hey there,
my next
fuzzball.
guess, Connor. That
Oh,
was
it
my
was?
next guess.
Okay. At least I.
Yeah.
Kenny.
I kind of was. I know technically in the second game it's Megacorp, it's not Gadgetron, so I kind of that's encompassing the Ratchet and Clank franchise with that.
Okay, that was
I will
going to be
say.
my question. However, I like the Gadgetron one more because it's got the lizard guy. Megacorp,
Yeah.
it's just
an actual character. Yeah.
I don't think they
Of course,
did they
in-
bring him back in Up Your Arsenal.
In Upper Arsenal, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think it's like I think it's the help desk lady. And then I think in the newer games, it's like a robot. It's like Miss Zircon or like Mr. Zircon or something. Like that.
right. Now we get tough.
Mhm.
Now it's tough.
Back to you.
I'm
Mr.
gonna
Tavin
go.
Bothel.
See, I'm juggling between 2, but one is more of like a gag, like a joke. It's not the actual vendor itself. The vendor itself is actually pretty lame. And then there's one that I think is like actually okay. I'm gonna go with the actually okay one. I'm gonna go like Borderlands. What would you call them? Like vending machines.
I'll give it to you. I was going for Marcus.
That was
from
mine.
Borderlands.
That's literally what I was going to say. Number
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
too.
He is the gun shop owner. So that is his thing. Yeah, that is number 5 on the list.
Okay.
It's gonna
Okay.
get you 6 points.
All right. 10 points ahead of you, Connor. You're still in this. If you can figure out what the fuck number 1 is.
Right? That's the question. I don't know. Fuck, Marcus is my next one. I don't know if you have experience with this game. I'm gonna hold
Can I
back.
ask?
What was the question?
So is Ratchet like done now?
Yeah.
Ratchet's okay.
Oh, okay, I see.
There's no more Ratchet.
There's another vendor that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Let's go with the vending machines, I guess, or maybe the yeah, I'll just say be vague. The how should I word this? Because you might be like, well, technically no. Yeah, the vending machines from BioShock.
No, they
No.
did not make the list. I think those are kind of lame.
Kind of lame. Like the game.
Flip that out. Your third, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
number
tricky.
3. I will say, there are, just to tell you, Tavin, there are 2 on this list of games that you have not played.
Okay.
I'm not certain if Connor has for these. For the 2 that I'm talking about that you have not played.
I don't like it, but I can't get it out of my head. Can I just do like Mass Effect 2?
There's no Mass Effect on the
Okay.
list.
All right. I didn't think there would be.
Honestly, let me go ahead and amend
I thought-
my statement.
Okay.
I was going to amend my statement. There is one of the vendors that I said that you have not played the game for. He does appear in games from this franchise that you have played the specific game that they also appear in. I will say.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I initially forgot that they showed up in more than just the game that I was thinking of. But
Say Toy Story 2. Say it.
One.
I don't know. Nothing bad. I thought maybe my favorite shop in the Citadel gag had.
I thought it would too.
Maybe pushed it over the edge.
That in coming up with my list, that was going to be on it until I thought of like better answers.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Well-
sorry, my cats just took a fat shit and it smells so bad. Holy.
Only he had
fuck.
played Village. Played Village. You could get the village, the RE Village.
Oh,
the
big fat guy.
He's fun. Well, I'll go up.
I might like him more than the
I do too.
Four Avenger.
He's less quippy and like actually a person that talks to you.
Yeah,
and he's like enjoyable, especially in the context.
He's
of
like
that
an
game.
actual character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me go with Tom Nook from Animal Crossing.
Good answer. I'm gonna go with no on that one. It's not gonna be on the list.
See, Connor's thinking of actual like characters behind the thing.
I'm
thinking of like storefronts. Like, what's a fun storefront to interact with?
Yeah, I just can't think of those right now.
Yeah, I'm
like,
struggling.
He wants to come.
So I'm at 4.
Mm-hmm. 4th guess.
Oh, this one's gonna kill. Brock and Sindri, God of War.
Not on the list. I know.
Damn.
What
I know.
are we doing?
They honestly, if I'm honest, they didn't pop up in my head.
Clearly not.
Like, it put them there now, number 1. Like, what are we doing?
No, it wouldn't be number 1.
Took us a while to think of it. Well,
honestly, I mean, they might become like the new number 5 and knock Marcus down, but like, yeah. If I were to remake the list, but the list has to remain. I cannot make adjustments to the list on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Guess number 4, Connor Elliott.
Yes.
Thinking of games that Phil hasn't played yet that I like their stores.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of things like his favorite games and one that would poke out. Can't think of any. Kind of.
I got a joke answer and then I got a real answer, so I'm like, I don't know which one to go for because I don't know.
Technically, is the The Helldivers call-in system.
Oh, that's a good one,
Emergent
Connor. That's a
system.
good one.
It does not count.
I wouldn't call that a vendor. That's not. Is that your actual guess?
No. I didn't know if that would qualify as a vendor.
No, I wouldn't call that a vendor because it's more of like.
But you're talking in-game.
sure-
Like, I thought the store of Helldivers, too.
Oh no,
Oh.
I thought he was talking about like calling it like literally like
No,
the
that's not a vendor.
doot, 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 doot,
Yeah,
like
I'm
the
trying to
arrows.
You're not spending currency.
You're spending time.
I have valuable time.
Time is money.
Getting eaten alive.
Time is money.
So good.
You know what? Fucking.
Hmm?
Oh.
Knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got 2 real answers now.
I got more. I got some as well. Fuck. Let's go. Oh, I lost it. Because I had 2, but I lost the one I think it is. I think it's high. Fuck, dude.
Tom Nook was a good answer.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
Connor. That's something that I didn't think of.
What's that?
I said Tom Nook was a good answer too. I didn't even think about him.
Yeah, I was like, I know. Have you played Animal Crossing games?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, we played a lot of New Horizons.
Yeah. That's
I
what
played. I played the one on the GameCube, and I played New Horizons a lot.
Okay. I literally like had it again.
GameCube
and
one was
okay. This is. Okay, you know what? This is
No,
probably
it was
not
literally,
it.
it was literally just called Animal Crossing.
Oh, never mind.
Is it the store in Overwatch? It's connected to the, it's connected. It's connected to the loot boxes.
Hey, you want to go spend some microtransactions, Phil?
Loot boxes is more the thing where you're like an in-game currency where you're like, hey, I could do something fun with this. No,
Not,
the loot
not on the
boxes
list.
aren't included in that.
That
Okay,
was a
well,
terrible answer. Terrible
Not on the
answer.
list.
well,
Damn, I wish I had 2 answers left so that I could spin both of mine.
Oh, well, give
can
me
I-
your best one for your final answer.
I don't know what the name. I'm gonna go generic and hope that he just gives it to me. I'm gonna go like a Pokestop or like a Poke vendor. Poke. No, there's Joy's up in there.
If you had stayed at Pokestop, I would not have given it to you because that's Pokemon Go. The Pokemart, the classic blue roof, is number 1 on the list.
Fucking got it.
I was thinking of like interesting systems.
Also,
of shopping,
Nurse
but-
Joy is not. Oh, I guess in the newer
not.
games they combine them. In the newer games they combine them to be a mart and a Poke Center.
Hey, it's Pokemon. You're doing it. You go to a town. You make 3 stops in the town.
It's the iconic like blue roof. You know,
Yeah.
in the classic games, you
I can think
go
of the blue
right
roof.
in the city. You find the blue roof. There it is.
There's a blue roof. There's a red roof, and then there's a one with a big plus on it. You go to the plus and you heal your Pokemon up.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, my last one.
Mhm.
Apex
Yeah,
Legends.
still have number 3
Fucking, he
available.
doesn't even like that game. What are you doing?
Yeah, Apex Legends is not on the list. Unfortunately, Connor.
Give me Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. Do I gotta name a specific one? Sid. Like fucking.
Honestly, if it was on the list, it would have been Sid.
All right, great.
But
Kingdom
no,
Hearts.
it's not on the list.
How about Drebin from Metal Gear Solid 4?
I almost said that. Was like, wait
Wow,
a second.
so funny. There he is, right there. No, I've never played Metal Gear Solid 4.
I know. That was my joke answer.
Guns of the Patriots.
Fucking Drebin's great. Love Drebin.
With his monkey.
He talks too much though.
He's got a monkey.
He does have a monkey. He does.
All right.
Every time you buy something in Drebin's store, the monkey goes
Mhm.
and it wears a diaper.
It does because they're. I mean, they just go.
That
Yeah.
means he's got to train the monkey to stay still so he can change the diaper. That's what that means.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, you just distract him with a snack, you know. Anyway, moving on to the let's go ahead and just name off this list, shall we?
Let's
Number
name it
10.
off.
Number 10, we have Da Vinci / the Vendors from Assassin's Creed.
Okay. Not mad at it. As a number 10, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd say that's exactly my point, right? Number 9, we have Anna from Fire Emblem.
Yeah. She's in
Yeah.
all the games. All the new games.
Yeah, well, in the newer games, she's like designated to just be a vendor, you know. In the newest game, she's recruitable.
She is.
Yeah.
Never used her.
Well, she's
I barely
recruitable in 3
remember
houses
the
as well.
In Awakening as well.
I barely remember this.
Redhead.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well,
Like
more
it's-
like purple head, you know.
I gotta like reach for it.
Purple.
It's like maroon head, you know.
Next.
Number 8, we have the Happy Mask Salesman from Majora's
yes.
Mask, from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Of course.
No?
Famous.
Yep.
Scary.
He is pretty creepy. Number 7, we have Temmie from Undertale.
A lot of
You
these
guys
women
remember
hard to
Temmie?
get. Nope. I do. The dog.
Yeah, like dog, person, cat thing. Yeah.
I played 5 minutes of it.
You'll love it.
Number 6, I actually recently platinumed
Maybe
Undertale. Number 6, we have the Gadgetron vendor, which Tavin said, or was that?
That was a
Connor
Connor.
said that one.
That was
I
a
think
Connor one.
Connor answered that one. Yeah.
His only
Number
point.
5,
Let him have it.
we have Marcus from Borderlands, which Tavin said. Number 4, we have Beetle from Legend of Zelda. Originally, I believe, from Wind Waker, and then he also makes an appearance in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Is he the monster salesman? The monster
No.
shop salesman? Okay.
I
almost said that one.
he's in all the stables. He's just a
Yeah,
guy
I
with
see.
like a bowl cut, and he makes funny noises. He likes bugs. He's a big bug fan.
I remember that from Twilight Princess.
Oh,
He
he
was-
is in Twilight Princess.
No,
You're
no,
right.
that was the girl you got the bugs for.
I guess he's not in Twilight Princess. I remember him from Wind Waker and the 2 Switch ones. That's what I remember him from. Then we have number 3, Charon from Hades.
Oh, yeah. That would
valid.
have been a good one.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
good. He's good. He's a good boy. Good boatman. And then number 2, we of course have the Resident Evil 4 shopkeeper or whatever. What's his name?
The merchant.
Yeah,
The merchant. Okay, there you go. That's better. And then number 1, like I said, the Pokemart from Pokemon. Every Pokemon game. Yeah, that's the list of my top 10 in-game shops / vendors.
I almost thought maybe he would. What's the name of the Raritanium vendor in Ratchet? What's his name? Like Slim Rick or something like that? Or
Slim Cognito. Slim
Slim
Cognito.
Cognito. There he is.
It's a good
not the first
answer.
game,
I like Slim
he's not.
Cognito. He's not. He's in the
he's not.
second and third, and then maybe he makes like other cameos in the other games.
Let's see what he looks
I
like.
can't recall him. Oh, you're never gonna guess what he looks like, Connor.
Lizard.
No.
No.
Well. Oh, reimagined. Damn. No. Yeah.
Let
mean,
me
he's
see
just-
what you're looking at. It's just a pair of eyes.
Yeah, I know.
He's just a pair of eyes in like a booth.
In a box. Or a box or a trash can looking thing.
Yeah. You first meet him, he's got like a ship.
You
He,
might
Like
uh,
he's selling,
he
he's
said-
like
he says-
selling like black market stuff out the back of his van.
Yeah, that's a weapon mods. He shows up and he goes, "Put it in the slot."
Is this like? I mean, I keep seeing this guy. This is like reboot face.
Yeah, that is from the reboot. Yeah, I think that's the guy who sells you the Rhino in the reboot.
Okay.
Not as cool as the guy who
Oh,
sells you
that's
the
not
Rhino
Slim
in the first
Cognito,
one.
though.
No, yeah, it's not.
Oh,
Slim
it's not?
Cognito.
Okay.
No. Not as cool as the guy who sells you the Rhino in the first.
Why is this?
True.
That's from Jack. And
No, that's from Ratchet.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
A human-like person.
Yeah, that's from one of the PS3 games.
Hey. Oh yeah.
Quest for Booty or some shit.
Oh, so not good.
No.
Who are you pulling up? I'm sorry.
The,
I mean, I can. Oh no, that's Talwyn. That's Ratchet's girlfriend.
What?
That's Ratchet's
Alright.
girlfriend from the PS3 trilogy.
Yeah. Weird. That's a
Although
weird
I
thing
say
to do.
trilogy, she doesn't show up in Kraken Time.
good on you, Ratchet.
She's in Quest for Booty, isn't she?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying from the PS3 trilogy, but she's not in
Yeah.
Kraken Time. Well, she's not from Quest for Booty. She's from Full Frontal. From the first one. Quest for Booty is the second one. What the fuck is the first one called?
I thought the first one was Kraken Time.
No, Kraken Time's the third one.
Still keeping with that like fucking crude humor with it. Butt crack.
Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction.
That one.
Tools of Destruction.
I haven't played.
Yep. I've not played Tools of Destruction. I've played Kraken Time. Kraken Time's quite good.
You guys are not Ratchet players.
I mean, I'm more of a Ratchet guy than Tavin, but you know.
Sure. I just listen. I've played the PS2 games. I've played the PS4 and 5 game.
Okay.
You know, so sure.
Well, all right. That is an episode of the Piggy Bank in
Shout out
the bank.
Deadlocked, you know, Deadlocked. Spent a lot of time in Deadlocked.
I did not play Deadlocked, but I do have it. I have also platinumed Size Matters.
Deadlocked is fun.
I've heard Deadlocked is fun. That's one that I'm looking forward to playing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of the Piggy Bank, and thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you liked this video. Check out all of our social medias in the description. And stay tuned for all the content that we have coming down the pipeline in the future. And of course, if you're watching live, you can, if you want to rewatch it, you can come watch it on Saturday at 8 a.m. Central. But of course, that's all from us here at the Piggy Bank TwoPennyGames for today. And until the stream continues with the news on the TwoPennyGames cast. Thank you guys so much for watching it again. And boys, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.